Okay, let's try that again. I filmed the whole sequence without pushing the button. No! Well, here you see my new Tesla coil. Primary, it's much too small for a coil this size. You can see my hand here and the coil. My old coil was like this big, maybe. So it's much bigger. I'm hopefully getting more output in the end of it. The top load of it is very uneven. You can see here it got lots of wrinkles and all that shit around. So I got a lot of breakout points all around. That's bad. The thing on the top you see here is just because I have a come on. I got a nut on top of here, and it started to break out from it, so I soldered the nut into a grounding point for high voltage grounding points, actually, that my father used in his work. He was high voltage maintenance guy, or whatever you could call it. Okay, the second layer you see here is just because I have the two points that connects through this plate. It's just easier that way. Here you see my capacitor bank. It's a little too small. It's actually the caps are rated at 2000 volts each, so I got 8000 volts in parallel series. So maybe they're getting a little too high voltage spikes and all that. From there you see my filter that protects the NST. Those caps there, door-knob caps, are rated for 30 kV, I believe, and two big wire-wound resistors. Those goes up to my spark gap, which it's now air quenched. Thank you very much. I don't remember the name of the YouTube guy that used air quenched gaps, but it helped me a lot. Those two pins, or whatever you call it, in the spark gap are actually a screwdriver that I cut off. It's hard tool steel, so they don't erode that much. And what you see there, those rings, cooling fins, are actually 4 Norwegian kroners that I have soldered to the screwdriver shaft. And unbelievably, it works very good. I can run the coil for about 4 minutes or more. I haven't run it for more than 4 minutes, but and you can, when you're done running the coil, you can actually touch this. It isn't warm at all. Inside that tube you see in the back there is the NST. It's a small FART Italian-made transformer. It's rated for 6 kV, 86 milliamps, and because the reason I have it in a tube and a fan there, actually that's a micro oven fan, because I had it, so I thought I should use it to something good. It works very good. Now the NST doesn't get warm at all. You may be wondering what that big box is. Inside of here is the power supply for that fan. Yes, I know, well, a little bit overkill, but whatever, it works. It's transforming 220 volts down to 12 watts at maybe 1 amp or something. And there you see the outflow of that fan there. A friend of me on YouTube, please subscribe to his channel if you haven't already, Sparky Projects told me that I had to get good RF ground to my coil, and I went a little overboard. You can see. First of all, here's you can see how I connected it. It's just a strap of pretty thick copper, and I drilled some couple of holes, and you can see the grounding band goes under here to this point. And I have another one of those fancy smancy grounding balls. Yes, grounding balls. That's actually what they were called. And you connect this little thing. This was actually the application that my father used them for. And the come on, doing this with one hand sucks. That fastener is actually what they're used for, those balls. You can see that groove, and it's like a cup, that thing there. Well, I think I got a good RF ground. You can see the thickness of the wire, and it's very, very, very fine multi-stranded wire in there. You can see my pinky finger is actually, well, it's about the size of my pinky finger. And on the other side of that, you have a pretty long wire there, and you have another one of those fancy clamps that I use for a grounded stick out in my garden that I have driven into the ground. To that grounding strip, I actually have an earth point, a Jesus stick, a GB stick, whatever you call it, so I can draw sparks with my hand. And yes, I have made protections for my hand, because I have actually burned my hand, and I'm not going to do that again. Trust me, it ain't pretty, and it hurts like stinking hell. Well, the last thing is this. This is my, well, control box for the teslacoil. It has a power on and off there with a light in it, so you can see that it's actually on, and you have the plug and the RF filter from a PC power supply. Also thanks to Sparky Projects, because he did that on his coil and had good results by that, and so have I actually, so thank you, Sparky Projects. You can see I have strain reliefs on the wire here, also on the teslacoil box. So yes, that's my coil so far. More video will come, and thanks for watching.